Hi guys, welcome. If I look awkward as hell, it's cause I am. Hi, welcome to my 2020 Reading Rush TBR. I'm going to be going through the books that I chose to try to read in the next 7 days. Today is the 19th, so it officially starts tomorrow, July 20th. The Reading Rush goes from the 20th through the 26th, and you're supposed to read as many books with the prompts given as you can. There are 7 prompts, so I'm going to go through my list and what I chose for each prompt. The first prompt is to read a book with a cover that matches the color of your birthstone. I have my laptop over here and I'm reading the prompts. For this challenge, I'm reading Riley Sayer's Home Before Dark. I don't actually have a physical copy. I am borrowing that one from the library, so I have it on my Libby app. And I plan to start that at midnight tonight. I actually read better at nighttime. I have a child, a little boy, so it's kind of hard for me to read during the day sometimes. So at night is when I get the most of my reading done. Also, who doesn't want to read spooky books at night? I don't know too much about it. I think it's about a haunted house kind of thing. I don't know. I read Lock Every Door and I loved it, so I'm excited about that. But that will be the first book I read, and I am starting it tonight at midnight. I'm really excited. Prompt number 2, or challenge 2, is read a book that starts with the word the. Again, I do not have a physical copy of this, but I'm going to be reading The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. I have the audiobook for this. I don't have a physical copy or an ebook, but the reason I chose this one is because I have to read it anyways for a book club that I'm in. So I thought, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm excited. I actually don't know anything about this book, but from the title, I'm guessing it's gonna be about book clubs and slaying vampires. Challenge number 3 is read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen. So for this one, I had a lot of options because I don't watch a lot of movies, but apparently I don't read a lot of books either. But one of my favorite movies, and I'm sure it's a lot of people's favorite, is The Notebook. So I'm reading The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. Nicholas Sparks is actually one of my favorite authors, and I've read so many books by him. I'm surprised I have not read The Notebook. I'm especially excited for the parts with the letters. So if you've seen the movie, you know where he's like, I wrote you a letter every day for 365 days, or whatever the line is. I'm excited to see if any of those letters are in there because I would love to read them. Challenge number 4 is read the first book you touch. And for this, when I was trying to decide what my TBR was gonna be, I don't actually own a lot of books. I just recently got into reading a lot since coronavirus, and I've been at home. I am a school teacher, so I've been spending a lot of time at home because our schools are closed down. But I downloaded a library app, and that's how I've been reading. So for this, I decided to do the next book that was available on my holds list, but I did actually go out and buy it. So I'm reading Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert, and I have heard really good things about this. A lot of the people that I watch on BookTube have said really, really good things, and hopefully it's a fast and easy read. Yeah. The next one is read a book completely outside of your house. So I do own a house and we have a nice little patio area outside, so I can do this even though I normally would not go outside. However, it is really, really hot where I live, so in order to complete this, I'm probably gonna have to wake up early when it's not as hot outside. I don't know, is it cooler in the mornings? I don't know, I don't usually wake up early. But the book I am going to read is Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. This, even though it looks huge, I'm pretty sure it's like poetry or written in verses. I'm not really sure. It's about, from the synopsis, I gathered that it was about a girl whose dad is from the Dominican and he's flying to come see her and the plane crashes. So I'm sure I will probably cry. Pretty short, So hopefully I can get through it pretty quickly. The next challenge number 6, is read a book in a genre that you've always wanted to read more of, and nonfiction. I don't hardly read any nonfiction. I prefer fiction, but I do want to get into the point where I can read other things. So I'm actually reading a memoir, which is another thing that I want to read more of. I'm reading Becoming by Michelle Obama. And this is huge, so it's kind of scary. It's very daunting to have to read this during a reading rush. Probably not my best pick, but I've been wanting to read this and I'm really excited. I do also have the audiobook waiting on my library app, and I think it's narrated by Michelle Obama, so I'm actually really excited about that. I've said excited like 1,000 times. That's okay. And then the last challenge number 7, is to read a book that takes place on a different continent than where you live. I live in the US, so my pick is My Sister the Serial Killer, and I cannot say this name for the life of me. My bad. And I don't want to butcher it. But it takes place in Nigeria, so that's pretty cool. I guess a lot of the books that you read take place in the US, so I'm really, again, excited. Should we have a count? Excited times how many times I've said the word excited? But yeah, those are my picks. Those are the 7 books I hope to read. I haven't really decided how I'm going to read them. I do have audiobooks, again, like I said, for Becoming by Michelle Obama, and I have an audiobook for, the Southern's Book Club Guide to Slaying Vampires. But yeah, I hope I get through them all, at least half. I don't know. I will be doing a reading vlog, so stay tuned for that. Thanks, bye.